The following is a Network Newswire audio production. As a multifaceted financial news and publishing company, Network Newswire uses its network of more than 5,000 key distribution outlets, as well as other corporate communication tools, to introduce private and public companies to a wide audience of investors, consumers, journalists, and the general public. Our reputation for highly efficient communication strategies is based on the experience and relationships our team has in the space. It is Network Newswire's unwavering commitment to connect the investment community with companies that have great potential and a strong dedication to building shareholder value. The following interview features a client of Network Newswire. Network Newswire may have been compensated for the production of this interview. Please be sure to read our entire disclaimer for full disclosure. Thank you, and here today as your host is Stuart Smith.
Welcome one, welcome all to another online business briefing brought to you by the Investor Brand Network. Today we're speaking with, for the very first time, ISW Holdings. ISW Holdings is traded under the ticker symbol ISWH. Listeners, I want you to learn more about this company and follow along as we speak to the chairman and president, Alonzo Pierce. You can do so by visiting their website, ISWHoldings.com. As I mentioned, we're being joined today by Alonzo Pierce, president and chairman of the company. Alonzo, welcome to the show, and thanks for calling in.
Yes, sir. Thank you for having me, Stu.
Absolutely. If you would, let's start with who is your company and what is your business model?
Well, ISWH, formerly International Spirit and Wellness Holdings. Today, we're still a diverse holding company that focuses on developing our portfolio companies and partnerships and pursuing new emerging technology development to help them along the way, and implementing ways of modernizing them today from the home health sector as well as the cryptocurrency mining.
Well, it's a good time to be talking to you about the home health care, and I want you to use that ticker symbol to find this article, listeners. ISWH, that headline is ISW Holdings set to post strong Q2 revenue growth strengthened by home health care and telehealth. Obviously, telehealth amidst this global pandemic is a big deal for your company and for its consumers, its patrons. Let's talk a little bit about what you do within that home health care market.
Basically, we're home health care. We provide care as a provider for clinically ill patients for outpatient care. Knowing today with this pandemic, this sector is under pressure because the need of care is an abundance of issues right now of getting the proper care for the clinically ill that can no longer really go into the hospitals and receive the proper care from caregivers coming into the home because of this having to be tested time and time again before the entrance. So we know that the home health care industry is the industry of our new normal, and it's going to continue to flourish and flourish.
Well, as you mentioned in the outset, you are a diversified holding company. Let's talk a little bit about your work. And there's another headline, listeners. Go ahead and pick up the date line, July 29th, 2020. Let's talk a little bit about the megawatt Bit 5 project, 100 megawatt Bit 5 project.
We've accomplished a huge feat for us. We believe that, while, again, this is the new normal going forward, our partnership with Bit 5, along with Bengala Technologies, we developed together patent-pending blockchain-based solutions in our company volume. This will help us on the home health care side with the HIPAA privacy laws, and as well as the cryptocurrency mining and infrastructure developer Bit 5 in our project that we're doing in Pennsylvania with our 100 megawatt facilities underway.
Your company's been busy this summer and also issued a letter on the Bit 5 venture and telehealth care traction. Now, listeners, that's a great way to catch up on where the company has been. Alonzo, while we have you here, tell us a little bit about some of the goals for the company as you keep mentioning in this new normal that we live in, how your company is going to be able to take advantage of this new normal brought on by the global pandemic. Give us some of the goals for your company here in 2020.
Well, all of the goals that we set out for ourselves in 2020, we've establish some resilient proof to manage to continue on the current situation that's been going on around the world. We sustain our course and plan of action by further developing our current projects and getting closer to deploy our new mining containers under our subsidiary Processo. So, 2020 will surely be a year never forgotten, always remembered. But there are a lot of great takeaways from this, and to stay in the course, we've managed to be able to stay on track.
Well, and as I mentioned at the outset, obviously telehealth, with people not being able to get into their office, telecare is going to be a big deal for your company. Moving forward, do you see any acquisition targets within that healthcare side of the business?
What's happening is also that there are ICU virtual projects that are starting to launch as well, where actually your place of residence may become the hospital room for yourself. So there are a lot of great opportunities out there. There's a lot of collaborations, conversations that are going on. But, as we continue to manage a vaccine down this road, our ears are open, and, we're trying to see the right fit globally and locally to that degree. There's certainly a lot of opportunities that are out there, a lot of marriages that can be mended as well as facilitated. And it's going to be a great time being a service provider and an essential business in this new tomorrow, this new now, the new era. We're just thankful to be in it.
Well, obviously, it looks like a big part of your future also is this joint venture with Bit5 LLC. We talked about it a little bit as we close out 2020 and we enter the fall months. What do you want to see grow from this joint venture?
Well, currently, the cryptocurrency market's been booming. The hash rate has increased. New large-scale miners are coming in with all these obsolete miners. The exchange with newer versions. Those are all key components of a brighter tomorrow, a stronger tomorrow, and getting a strong push in the mining industry. A lot of miners are now looking ahead of new mining battlegrounds that in the U.S. because of, the U.S. is about to be the playground for mining, period, which gives us a even great opportunity. We, again, are applauding ourselves for having an opportunity to do a venture with Bit5, who are the leader modules developers for these cryptocurrency mining facilities, as well as the parks.
Well, listeners, once again, we're speaking with Alonzo Pierce of ISW Holdings, Inc., traded under the ticker symbol ISWH. Alonzo, thanks so much for your time today. We know you're very busy, so we really want to give you a big thanks for calling in, talking to your shareholders, and, of course, potential investors who are listening into this program. We expect great things from you and your company here in 2020 and well beyond. Thanks, Alonzo.
Yes, sir.
All right, for Alonzo Pierce, this is Stuart Smith saying thanks so much for listening.
This audio interview is an original broadcast provided by Network Newswire, a multifaceted financial news and publishing company delivering a new generation of corporate communication solutions, including news aggregation and syndication, social communication, and enhanced news release services. Network Newswire may receive payments for corporate communications relations, as well as various press releases and social media solutions provided to its clients. You should assume that officers and directors of Network Newswire or financial analysts mentioned hold a position in and may intend to trade these securities for their own accounts. This interview is not an offer or recommendation to buy or sell securities. Information in this broadcast is presented solely for informative purposes and is not intended to be, nor should it be construed as, investment advice. As in all investments, an investment in the featured company carries an investment risk. Listeners should review the company thoroughly with a registered investment advisor or registered stockbroker. This audio interview by Network Newswire does not purport to be a complete study of the featured company or other companies mentioned. Information used in statements of fact have been obtained from the featured company and other sources, but not verified nor guaranteed by Network Newswire as to completeness or accuracy. Such information is subject to change without notice. Please see our full disclaimers and disclosures at networknewswire.com.